Some ideas don't arrive as armies, they arrive as words, quietly printed, slowly spreading, and then they begin to move nations. On February 21st, 1848, a small political document was published in London. It did not carry weapons, it did not command soldiers, it did not claim territory, but it introduced a new way of seeing the world. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels released the Communist Manifesto, a text that argued that society was not driven by kings or religion, but by economic power and class struggle. It described history as a conflict between those who control resources and those who produce them, and it proposed a radical idea for its time, that workers should not only demand rights but control systems. The world it entered was already tense. Industrial cities were expanding. Factories were replacing farms. Wealth was concentrating rapidly. Poverty was growing just as fast. Millions worked long hours with no protection, no security, and no voice. The document didn't create these conditions. It explained them. And explanation is often more dangerous than force. Workers across Europe began to recognize their shared struggles. Movements formed. Unions organized. Revolutions followed. Governments reacted. Borders shifted. Systems hardened. Over time, this single publication influenced the creation of political parties, state systems, revolutions, Cold War alliances, economic models, and global power blocs. It shaped the Soviet Union. It shaped China. It shaped Eastern Europe. It shaped global ideological conflict for over a century. But its deeper impact wasn't just political. It changed how people interpret inequality, how they define justice, how they understand power, how they view ownership, how they see the relationship between labor and wealth. Some nations adopted it fully. Some fought it. Some adapted parts of it. Some built systems specifically to stop it. But none escaped its influence. Because once an idea explains reality in a way people recognize themselves in, it cannot be unseen. The modern world still carries its imprint. Economic debates, labor rights, social welfare systems, ideological conflicts, political polarization, global power competition, narratives of oppression and control. February 21st, 1848 didn't create communism as a government. It created a new way of seeing society, a framework for reading power, a method for questioning hierarchy, a language that turned inequality into structure, not accident. Once that way of thinking entered the world, it could not be undone. It traveled through universities, factories, revolutions, classrooms, and borders. It reshaped movements, governments, wars, and ideologies, not because it conquered territory, but because it reorganized how millions understood fairness, labor, and authority. Why do we learn history every day? Because some moments don't change maps, they change minds. And when human thinking changes, civilizations reorganize around it. History is not old. History is living inside us. One day, one event, one lesson. Mr. Feedy,